Hi everyone, it's Nicole. Thanks for tuning into my channel. I just want to remind you that I have no previous experience in front of the camera. I've made a few notes and I am sitting in front of my computer to reference a few websites that I just wanted to touch on. Most of them are the DDPyoga sites and the DDP radio site, but there's some people that I want to mention from those sites. As I mentioned before, I was a holdout for gluten and for dairy. A while back, DDP Radio had a guest on there named Nancy Guberti, Guberti. She's a holistic doctor and a specialist, a nutritionalist, and she talked a lot about gluten and a lot about dairy. A couple of the main things to know about gluten is that there are ways to be intolerant to gluten. As Nancy says, there's a lot of different ailments that can contribute to gluten, a lot of them digestive issues, plus skin issues, things like that. Go back to Blog Talk Radio, search the DDP Radio, and Nancy was on there about November, I guess is the time. I'm looking, it says 2 months ago, which would be about November. But her name is Nancy Guberti, Guberti, and it's really, she gives you a very friendly, like a user-friendly version of what it means to be gluten-free, the different ailments that can come with it, and ways to counteract them. It's been very weird. As I said earlier, I've been overweight my whole life. I've been the fat girl my whole life. And in the last year, I've had several friends come to me for nutrition advice. You know, I work every day. I have my salad and my little snacks that I eat throughout the day. And several months ago, I had a friend, a coworker, and she came to me and she says, I see what you're doing. I see that you eat every day. You know, you eat your salad every day. She says, I see that you drink your water every day. She's like, and I know that you're losing weight and you look great. Help me do it. So I told her what I was doing. I told her I'm on the DDP yoga program. I told her I'm gluten-free, I'm dairy-free, you know. I told her, I said, you only want to lose 20 pounds? You can do it in 2 months. And she didn't believe me at first, but she trusted me and she jumped into it and she lost 20 pounds in 2 months. She was a holdout. The first month, she was a holdout also, I should say. The first month, she didn't want to go gluten-free. She didn't want to go dairy-free. But she was still feeling sluggish and still having different digestive issues. And I told her, I was like, just try it. Try it for a month. That's the time frame that they suggest you try it. And if it works for you, keep going with it. If it doesn't, you know, you might have another issue going on in your body. You should have checked out. She is the type where she tries to come up with different recipes that are gluten-free. She's, as like me, she's tried all kinds of different things. She is Puerto Rican in nature. She has rice with every meal, and I told her, you know, switch to brown rice, cut out the rice a couple times a week, things like that. And she's actually changed her whole lifestyle, and I'd like to think that I was a huge contributor for that. I've had a friend that recently had a baby. You know, she's like, I'm carrying baby weight. She's like, I can tell you're losing weight and you're healthy and you're happy. What are you doing? You know, I have another boss that worked with me at my job, and I hadn't seen him in several months. He actually left the position that he was my supervisor in, and he saw me. He's like, you look great. And I told him, I said, I've lost 60 pounds, and he's like, it's monumental how much weight you've lost. You look fantastic. And it's very different to have people say that. It's very different for people to notice. That'll be a whole nother blog piece, because I do want to talk about that to an extent. But it's one of those situations where I thought people would never be calling me or asking me for nutrition advice, and here it is. I'm telling them what I'm doing, and I'm excited about what I'm doing, and I'm seeing great results, and I think it's great to help grow that community and have that support. In case you didn't know, there is the teamddpyoga.com. A lot of times they say the hardest step is the first one, and I'm going to tell you, you got to take that first step. I don't regret doing the program at all. I don't regret, you know, I'm sad I didn't start it sooner. I wasn't sure what would happen when I started this journey, and you know, so far being over halfway through it, it's been really eye-opening for me. In case I didn't mention it before, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I did start the program in April of 2012. I have lost 60 pounds so far. And, you know, I was the type of person that thought I couldn't lose weight to save my life. I had a doctor a while back that was like, you need to lose weight. And I've had doctors mock me about it. And sometimes it's just very hard to understand and very hard to get, you know, to get through. DDP has really given us a good structure to start this. And, you know, I guess the biggest change I have to make